image provided by contest organizer Abby Shores on Fine Art America. The idea is to take this image or parts of it to create your contest submission. Practice is good, especially when your work might get recognition and exposure. Some contests have prizes too. My first step with a contest such as this one is to take inventory. What are the elements in this image? There's the sky, the hill in the background, 2 dogs in a tent, and a car with rooftop storage, as well as a grassy area in the foreground. I decided to put the tent and the dogs in the tent on the surface of Mars. I also replaced the car with the Mars rover vehicle. It's worth noting here that the contest organizer has granted permission to use the provided image per the contest rules and permission to sell your created images, including elements of the provided image. Images available on NASA websites are generally public domain and not subject to copyright. The NASA logos, on the other hand, or their insignia, can only be used with permission. First step, review and download images of Mars and the rover. An image of the surface of Mars was cropped and straightened to provide our background layer. Select Subject provided a good selection of the tent and car. Using the quick selection tool, holding the Option key down, I deselected the car, just leaving the tent with the dogs. Apply a mask, and we have isolated the tent with the dogs. Select and Mask also gave us an isolated image of the rover. Place Embedded added the tent and the rover to separate layers on our background. To get the shadow of the tent to match the lighting on Mars, the layer with the isolated tent, Command J copied to a new layer. The tent was selected and a mask added. A new black color fill layer was added. A color fill layer is automatically added with a mask, so the new mask was replaced with the mask that we made on the tent layer. Drag the mask from the tent layer to replace the mask on the color fill layer. The color fill layer is moved under the isolated tent layer and adjusted for position and opacity until it is a shadow. Next, because the tent selection did not capture all of the tie-down lines, a hard edge brush was sized to match the size of the tie-downs. Holding down the Option key turns the brush into a color picker, eyedropper, and the color of the tie-downs is selected for the brush color. Brushing in tie-down lines, we click at one end, hold down the Shift key to make straight lines, and click at the other end where we want the tie-downs to go. Painting in these tie-downs is done on a separate layer for ease of editing if needed later. The final image is saved as a PSD file and then saved as a JPEG, which flattens the image for uploading and entering into the Edit This number 62 contest on Fine Art America. See you next time.